you
A
require.
bit strong in this opening match.
Too strong, too good. And Tweddell moves on to 10 points in the group. He gets the better of Andy Hamilton by 4 legs to 0. And it means there is a big gap between the top 2 and the rest of the field in this Group C. Tweddell on 10, Hamilton on 10. For James Hubbard, he's looking to move on to 6. He takes on Anthony Allen after this short break.
Throw and release can actually start to ache your arm, and it takes a little while for it to wake up.
The scoring for Anthony in this game has been okay, and he's left himself on top after 12 to get the breaker throw and a 2-0 lead. But he may not get a go, because Hubbard wants tops for the 120. And Hubbard's going to climb the ladder, denying Allen the chance.
James Hubbard.
He levels this game up at 1 apiece.
And he requires 161.
Double 17. Bullseye. And that would have been for an Allen bonanza of a finish. This for James's second ton top of the match.
He hops 42, which leaves tops.
Game
He has been deadly on the double, and that
James Hubbard
will hurt Anthony Allen. 2 occasions he's been sat there waiting to pounce. Anthony Allen back on 226. Double 16. Just sidling across, trying to get the angle.
9.
And more match starts come and gone for James Hubbard.
3 from 16 now on the doubles, and remember he's had 2 double checkouts in this game.
60.
But Anthony there with a bit of a freeze in the mind. The 60's left himself on a bogey. And so Hubbard's got all the time he wants to see this game through, but he only needs one more dart. He gets the better of Anthony Allen by 4 legs to 2. He moves on to 6 points. As for Anthony, his troublesome week here at the Super Series continues. It's a win for James Hubbard. He moves on to 6. And one of Bradley Roos and Adam Paxton are guaranteed to also be on that number after this short break. And he's got 3 darts in his hand at double 8 to do exactly that. And he only needs the one. For Bradley Roos, a 4-1 win against Adam Paxton that puts him on to 6 points and puts him back into play. As for Adam Paxton, he finds himself on 4 points. A week which hasn't gone to plan so far, neither as the beginning of his Friday. Coming up after the break, the first game from the second round of fixtures, James Hubbard against Jack Tweddell.
Jack, you record 104.
Tops.
Game shown the first.
Jack Tweddell kicks this game off with a ton topper to get the breaker throw. The 104 is pinned, and he leads 1-0 against the former World Youth Champion, the player in 3rd position. This for the match. And for a dozen points in the group. He's had a match start, it's come and gone.
Can Hubbard rescue it? He can't. We saw some outstanding checkouts in his opening match, but can't find the same kind of form.
Jack, you require 32.
To cross the line at the second time of asking, double 8. And Tweddell closes it out, and he moves on to a dozen points in the group. And it's a seismic win, not just in terms of points, but a 4-0 win means that he has a 16-leg buffer on 3rd place. He has a 2-round advantage in terms of legs difference. He has a 6-point advantage as well. He's getting closer towards that finishing line. Hamilton Paxton's up next.
18th for double 16.
Game
and that's nicely taken, and you can see that breath of relief there from Andy Hamilton. As we mentioned before,
second leg, it's Adam to throw first. You require 116.
When he's seemingly looking a bit awkward, they're not quite flowing.
Tops for the 116.
Game
and Paxton hits back with a
leg.
ton topper of his own.
Paxton.
In terms of the finishing, it's bang on point in this contest. So the 110 of Hamilton, followed by the 116 of Paxton. 124. He's got 6 darts from here to re-establish his advantage, and it'd be the 3rd consecutive tub plus checkout at the beginning of this match. Double 8. It's a masterclass of finishing. 3 legs played, 3 ton plus checkouts. Hamilton with a 1-2-4 to stretch his way into a 2-1 lead.
And he requires 93.
Adam Paxton, that setup shot leaves in the big fish, but it's Andy Hamilton first hit for 93. Options.
Triple 18 leads double 18 for the match. And to cap off a superb performance in terms of the finishing, it was an absolute masterclass from Andy Hamilton. 2 ton plus checkouts win the first 2 legs of the match, and then finishing off with a 93. Here's to you, Andy Hamilton. A man who is very much on the cusp of qualification. He moves 6 points clear of Bradley Woods, who can cut that gap back down to 4 if he beats Anthony Allen after the break. If he can pick up this first win, which he's got 6 starts to do so now, it'll be such a weight off his shoulders. It's double 18 to do it in style, to do it a 1-2-1 checkout. Relief on the face of Anthony Allen. A first victory for him in this Group C, and a win that will mean so much for him. It's been a struggle at times this week for Shaggy, but he's picked up 2 points. He's got that win. He makes sure he's got something to show for his efforts this week. And he may well have just ended the hopes of Bradley Woods in doing so. A 4-3 win for Shaggy coming up after the break. Adam Paxton up against James Hubbard.
$140. Adam, you require 140.
James Hubbard well and truly tapping on the shoulder here.
Treble 16 leads double 16, and it would have been some way
James
to
require
see the match through.
160.
Hubbard looking for 1-1-6 to bring it back to 3-2, and from nowhere would turn this game to throw. And he's going to get a dart at tops to do exactly that. But the plot will not thicken, and it may well be
32.
elimination point as far as Hubbard is concerned, because Adam Paxton takes out the double 16 to eliminate James Hubbard. It's a case of too little, too late for Adam Paxton. His hopes of making it through were extinguished a while ago. He wins by 4 legs to 1 against James Hubbard. Coming up after the break, Jack Tweddell against Anthony Allen. He's evaded
Bradley, you require 28.
a couple of opportunities to qualify himself.
See Andy Hamilton in the background just having a word with himself. But he could be back. And he is.
14.
That could be curtains
And
for
you
Bradley
require
Woods.
38.
This could be the moment for Andy Hamilton and for Jack Tweddell. It's going to be hammer time on Saturday night at the Super Series. Andy Hamilton has qualified for the finals, and he has taken Jack Tweddell through with him. As for Bradley Woods, his campaign in terms of qualifying through ends here. He still has a couple more matches to fulfill, but we now know the 2 final combatants through Group C is Andy Hamilton and Jack Tweddell, when we're going to watch Jack in action up next against Adam Paxton.
And Tops is the target, and Tops is found, and that is a 4-3 victory for Jack Tweddell over Adam Paxton. Another comprehensive win for the man from Swinton. A quick shake of the head, but he is securely and safely through to Saturday's finals. Well, coming up next, we've got James Hubbard, and he takes on Bradley Woods. So 104 for the match here for Hubbard.
To end this marathon match here at the Live Lounge. Goes 60 to give himself a dart at double 13 to win it. And double 13's found, and James Hubbard wins it with a ton topper. It was a bit of a marathon match, if the truth be told, but Hubbard gets over the line by 4 legs to 3. And so coming up on the other side of this break, we're going to watch Andy Hamilton up against Anthony Allen.
Chance come and gone there for Anthony Allen to level it back up, and Andy Hamilton can now stretch his lead 3-1.
Anthony Hamilton's a snooker player.
I know. I quite like snooker as well. It's getting really confusing between all the A's. But that wasn't confusing for Andy Hamilton as he pins 94 in 2.
We're going loopy at the live lounge.
If it's Anthony to throw first.
He potted the red and then he screwed back for the top.
And a leg that Anthony Allen didn't think he was going to be in. Now has the chance to win. Needs double 12. Now looking at double 6. Just steadying himself.
12.
Can't pin the target.
And he require 20.
To eventually win this match, Hamilton looking at double 10. Double 5. It's found! And Hamilton gets the win. He beats Anthony Allen by 4 legs to 3. A laugh and a smile as the contest comes to a close. Well, that's the first time I spotted that. Anthony Allen has got Shaggy on his towel from Scooby-Doo. Anyway, we're going to take a break on that note, and Bradley Roos will take on Jack Treadle in a couple of moments' time. Week off, but he may have one more leg to play this week if Treadle pins this. Great guide.
1.
Oh, wow.
He require 20.
What was expected. 2 really well thrown darts. And now Roos is back for double 10, and it is double 10, and it is a 4-2 victory for Bradley Roos. He does finish with a win. It doesn't change the state of the table. Jack Tweddell will still be going through Saturday night.
And the minute, Jimmy Van Schie is very close to qualifying too. Double 16 for double 16. 2-0 lead, Adam Paxton. Halfway towards the finishing post, he's got the break of throw. Himself on a ton. Treble 19. Double 12. Perfect for Paxton. The 1-4-1 goes.
Adam Paxton.
It's not quite as impactful a 1-4-1 as Mason Whitlock's last night. Paxton, his expectations would have been to have made it to Saturday night minimum this week, but he's going to get a dart at double 13 to win his final match.
Adam Paxton!
Well, Adam Paxton is going to qualify through to the finals tomorrow night, but he does finish with a win. He gets the better of a local friend in Anthony Allen by 4 legs to 3. They depart the stage for the final time this week. Our final match of Group C sees Andy Hamilton take on James Hubbard. Another. Double 14. Hammer time! Hammer blow!
Third leg.
And Andy Hamilton's 3-0 in front. Well, that's pressure, all right. For this to finish off his group. Double top for the hammer. Great guide. And utilises it to the maximum. And Andy Hamilton finishes top of Group C. It was a case of 4 wins out of 5 for Andy Hamilton on this Friday afternoon. It was 18 points that seen him win this Group C. Hamilton has beaten Hubbard by 4 legs to 1 to round off this Group C. We're going to hear from the hammer after this short break. And if you're here tomorrow night, you're going to see a hammer in action. Andy Hamilton through to Saturday night's final here at the Super Series, topping Group C with 18 points to his name. Andy, many congratulations. You've been smiling since you've walked into this building on Monday morning, and we just cannot take the grin off you, can we?
No. This game's been a happy place, and for me, it's been a happy place all week. Probably, I started off slow on Monday. You got to forget what's happened. You got to just concentrate what can happen. So I've just focused on the future. And you know what? I love darts. I live this game. This is why I'm here. Maybe it shouldn't have been, but I am.
Well, let's talk about today, and we'll go right from the beginning with that game against Jack. Obviously on the reverse side of the scoreline there. What was in your mindset after that? Because you were still in a very good position.
For me, the first game, I just wasn't focused at all today. I couldn't concentrate. I don't know why. Maybe too relaxed. I probably think I've done the hard work. I've not done the hard work yet. And in that last 2 games, I really concentrated to get into the game. And I think it shows two good results. And tomorrow night's what we're all here for. So we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. And
then that 148 in the last game, that was a nice one, wasn't it?
It's always nice to have a good finish at this. Motor Series, that's what we're all here for. So not as good as we were 50 nearly, but the 148 is it's good enough.
I was going to mention, we had that moment earlier on this week. We hadn't actually spoken to you, have we, about it yet? The 150, the 3 bullseyes. And the way those first 2 darts sat and saturated, it looked like you had probably as good a chance as anybody's had to actually do it.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what it's all about. For me, I'm not a kind of person to go out on them kind of outshots, the 3 bullseyes, but I just felt happy, I felt comfortable. I thought, just have a go at it. You don't know what could happen. And I've had more people watching that with missing than probably if I would have hit it.
Mm-hmm. Laura Turner's alongside me as well. We've been watching Andy in action throughout the course of Group C. And I think one of the key things as well is he won matches in different ways. There were some really good performances in there, but there was times where he really had to dig in and carve out a couple of wins.
Yeah, and funny enough, it was something that we kind of said ourselves. That first match didn't look settled, didn't quite look like we'd seen the day before, and then came back out and there was just this different focus. It was just like, okay, this is what I need to do. I want to be coming here, I want to win. And just taking off the back of your interview, you were here to win all your matches. It didn't quite happen, but it doesn't really matter because you're there and you're top of the table. So yeah, no, for me, it was just, it was one of the things that you mentioned was consistency. And I think the doubles, that was where it really started to kind of sharpen up, improve. Obviously the 148, I wasn't here to see the miss 150. I was hoping that you get another go at it. So if you get one tomorrow, will you be going 3 bullseyes?
Maybe we'll wait and see. Obviously, I'm not very confident. Obviously, the first days, I think it's all about the people in there, the room. Mm-hmm. They make you feel confident and they give you comfort. And it's all about just being relaxed and playing darts. And no animosity in there, whatever, this weekend. Just everyone's been a great people to be around. They made you feel comfortable. And Joe, for me, I give everyone that room respect. And Jack himself, I never even heard of him. I know now. But I think it's all about giving people respect. And if you give them respect, you get that respect back tenfold.
And we could just see, we've spoken so often this week about that interview you had on Monday when you were talking about how much you're trying to enjoy the sport. You're kind of in this happy medium now, aren't you, where you can still play a lot, you can play exhibitions, you can travel around, almost do everything at your own pace, but still play as much or as little as you want, depending on what you want to do at one time.
I think for me now, my life and my career, I'm just happy playing darts. So it doesn't matter for me anymore. I've had the pressures and I've had the downfalls. I've been up the top. And for now, it's not about that for me. I have no pressure in playing darts. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But also, I want to win so much.
Does that actually help you relax? And do you think that's brought a good version of yourself out? The fact that because you don't have that pressure, if I miss this, what are the consequences of it? That you can go up there, of course, with that burning desire, but also whatever happens, you've obviously got the CV that you've got, and you've almost got this air of just stuff to gain.
I've been saying for a long time now, that the person I am now, I've got the experience. I'm happy playing darts. I play with a smile. So I'm dangerous.
That smile is still big. We're going to have another chat with you in just a second, Andy. Myself and Laura are going to round up everything else that we've seen today. And it has been a really interesting day at the Live Night. Andy Hamilton winning Group C, 18 points to his name. Jack Tweddell went up on 14. Just have a quick chat about Jack, because yesterday he burst through, didn't he? He had that average of around about 97 for the day. Today was pretty much about getting the job done for him.
Yeah, he really did. You couldn't say it any better. He peaked with the 107, didn't he, in that second match? And as Andy just said there, you know who he is now. We weren't quite sure of what to expect, and really burst on to on a fantastic debut. And as you say, didn't quite back it up in terms of standards, but he did enough to get those points, secure himself a spot in Saturday. And that is totally what it's all about. It's all about Saturday now. You have to be in it to win it. And it's Jack and Andy that have secured those places.
I get the sense there's going to be some very disappointed players as well, especially the likes of Bradley and the likes of Adam Paxton. Yeah,
and they've got a lot that they can take from this. I think Adam probably just had that wave of expectation because last time he came here on debut, picked up a title. So yeah, when you come back into this scenario, you kind of want to replicate, and it just didn't quite happen for him. And Bradley, the same. I think he has the expectation of at least making it through to Saturday, giving himself a chance. So yeah, it didn't work out for them, but it was a competitive group, and it's really tough to get through Group C, and just a few things went wrong at the wrong time.
So we know half of our qualifiers now for tomorrow night's final. Andy Hamilton will join Jack Tweddell and Carl Sneed in the finals tomorrow evening. We'll find out the final 3 from the 5 in the middle of your picture there in Group B, which kicks off at 10 o'clock this evening, featuring the 9-dart hero Mason Whitlock, who almost had 2 of them last night. But the final word goes to Andy. We've spoken about how much you're enjoying the game, but you've also spoken about how much you still want to win. Now, you've come really close to winning a weekly title before here at the Super Series. You missed those darts to beat John Worsley in the final. How much would you like to finally cross the finishing line here?
For myself, I'm here Saturday night, so I'm here for the story. So it's not finished yet. I've still got a story to tell. There's still a little chapter in my book. So it'd be nice, finish Modus Super Series tonight as champion. I'm here. I've got a heart to do it, and I've got a massive smile.
Do you feel like you've still got one more big one left, one more big moment in your career, maybe one more big title left? That's
why I play darts. There's always one more big moment to fulfil, and hopefully that'll come tomorrow night.
Well, Andy, it's so good to see you smiling. So good to see you playing so well. Thank you for coming up and having a chat. We shall see you tomorrow night. Enjoy this evening. Laura, thank you very much for your company for now. We'll be back tonight from 10 o'clock on the Super Series YouTube channel to see how Group B culminates. But as far as Group C is concerned, it was Andy Hamilton who hammered down and hammered the field. Bye from us.
Hammer time.